Mom.
How's it going, darling?
Pretty good. I just murdered a rabbit in frustration.
Okay, at least take it home and eat it for dinner, please. Don't let its life go to waste.
Well, I don't know where it is anymore.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna do, all right? I only due to the fact that I don't want to get fired. I would take that shit down myself, okay? I'm gonna call Barrick. I'm gonna ask him if I can take it down. If he says no, I'm gonna call Bones. If Bones says no, I'm gonna call every single person that I can until I get a yes, because that is not fair to you.
Wait, but wait, you're actually serious? There's like, I was like only
Yes.
coming up with that. What?
Well, I don't know if I can tell you, but in a hypothetical sense, if you ask me that hypothetically, if they did that, yeah, they did do that, and I don't like that. I don't like that they did that because it's extremely unfair to you, and you don't. It's like it. You don't get to pick and choose. You know what I mean? Like you're one of the few people that it's very
So let me ask
It's
you
not
like
fair.
general questions. Do you think the police department is documenting people with unique bodies and what they're wearing?
You're the first person I've ever seen that with. Honestly, I've never seen that happen with anybody else but you before.
Wait, like, is it its own thing or is it like?
I don't think so, but it's also such a rarity. You know what I mean? Like I
Well,
think that
like, is it its own like report or is it about?
no,
like,
it's well, hypothetically, you know, if I knew any information about that, hypothetically, it would be like on your profile. But I don't know any information about that. But hypothetically, it's on your profile.
Yo, that's crazy.
But you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
But
100%.
Regardless, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, I wouldn't ever bring anything like that up. I'd like, you know, come up with a reason to like get a lawyer to look into something, you know?
Yeah, well, that really tilted me too. Like that really pissed me off because it's just for what? You know what I mean? Like for what? What's the purpose of it? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I can tell you what it is. It is I think like their whole like thing stemming all the way back to this like point system that they get, which rewards them. It's a system that they got because you know they get points for like traffic stops and this and that. Is like that whole thing has, I think, fucked up the mentality and like mentally train them to get as many points as possible, which means that it's not about anything. Everything you're doing is about points and not anything else. And so
You think so?
Oh yeah, 100%. It was a big part of my platform. Like when I first learned about it, I actually had a cop leak it to me. And I know a lot of cops actually are against it, but I don't think there's enough like collective brain power in that police department left to realize like how atrocious it is, and how it's making effect. Because like the public is noticing it. Like
Yeah.
it's just
I don't know though. It feels so like targeted. Because that's why I feel like I don't really see any of like these things happening to anybody else but a certain group of people. So I don't know. It feels very targeted.
No, it is, man. Look, before I even got my first felony, I was getting randomly stopped, quote unquote, and with legal vehicle, and was being questioned about. One time, like, just to give you one of many examples, someone put in the profile, I'm Changgang. They didn't put any other thing. Like, I say a bunch of wild shit to cops.
Yeah.
But the one time it's like, oh, that one thing, Changgang, wait, that adds up. Like, no, like, evidence, no proof, never got arrested with them, nothing like that. And this is early on. Like, this isn't like at this, like, if they put it there now, okay, fine, right? I'm talking, they put that shit like 2 weeks after I was in Los Santos. And ever since then, for the following 3 months, like, clean record, and I'd be
You didn't even get arrested with them or anything?
Didn't even get arrested with them, nothing like that. One day, like, and this happened multiple times, is I was doing grime, and I had 3 cop cars stop me, trying to convince themselves that I was trying to buy a gun. And then this fucking asshole cop kept looking at his MDT to find reasons to press charges on me. It was, and I was standing there with a box in my hand next to the grime guy next to my grime truck. And things like that just kept happening over and over and over again. Like waiting, it's almost like they knew, it's almost like at some point I was made a prize and it was like they were all competing to get the prize, like subconsciously.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I don't agree with you that, because I also have felt that way before. So I see what you're saying. And it's definitely something that I've been like, you know, I have to turn, I have to look the other way. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I work here, so what can I do? But in circumstances where it's just like such blatant, like, it kind of feels like, and how do I say this in lighter words? It feels like it's a disregard for you as a human and for like what you do in the city. You know what I mean? When I see shit like outfits that you wear and everything of that sort. So it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun. It does feel like you're very targeted.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. It's yeah, that situation definitely didn't sit well with me. And the worst thing about it was, like, despite all the shit they did, they like story switched up multiple times. And they actually had the audacity to say that if I don't apologize, like they'll go easy on me if I apologize.
Okay.
Like, as if I did, you know what I mean?
Apologize
like,
for what?
Yeah.
What did you do?
All I said was like I was trying to I pretty much bit back, and not even in a like in a way where it's like, you know,
that's so demeaning, though.
I'm fucked up on the ground. Why are you asking me question? It all stemmed from that busting their ego and maybe this like fragile picture they got in their mind that they're gonna be like the next coming of like Kyle Pred or like Brian Knight, like, but you know, it's just not gonna happen. That's like, quite frankly, that I talked to McNulty about it. I was that annoyed, and I told him calmly exactly what happened. And at that stage, if these guys continue to have badges, that's on his conscience, because at some point in time they're gonna do something even stupider.
Yeah, it's very demeaning too to just tell someone to apologize when they're on the ground in front of you. That's like kind of a gross, it's a really gross concept.
Yeah,
so.
It's like, why are you mad? I'm like prioritized finding out what illegal thing you were doing instead of what happened to you.
Yeah.
I genuinely think, like, heart to hand, that they lied about their reasons for everything they did. Like, between what was said to me about like documenting these clothes on me before, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, is that I feel like they may have, their actual goal was to ID this set of clothing, which it's hard for me to get. Obviously, you'll never know, right? Like, it's not like you can read people's minds, but that's genuinely what it felt like.
Whenever you.
Oh, hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I said, let me see how long ago they put you in here for. Like, how long ago they put this outfit in here?
Oh, yeah.
What are you wearing?
The red and black. Wait, please tell me it's the red and black one. Oh, no.
Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It is, but it's not from today.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's from another time. Apparently, it's from the mayoral debate when you came up and announced yourself. But I think, like, regardless, you know what I mean.
But why? I wasn't a felon at the time. What the fuck?
Were you not?
No, I was running for mayor.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That's interesting.
The pool's been poisoned.
Who is taking photos of my son?
I don't know.
What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna have a field day with this. Okay.
Yo, that's crazy.
You weren't a felon during this?
No, I couldn't have been. No. Yeah,
you can't be a felon to run in the.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna have a field day.
I don't think
Who the fuck is taking photos of my son when he's not even a felon? He's 19.
That's crazy. See, that only makes me like supports like my thing in all this is so the thing is like when I was eventually caught, and I think this was like I want to say like 3 weeks ago, I'm starting to wonder if it's been this crazy for a long time, but because I didn't like do crazy shit, I never like really noticed it. But for me, my problem with what happened today is like I got in a car crash and I was immediately treated like a piece of shit. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Is like, do I just become a terrorist? I mean, at this point.
Yeah, I don't. It's ridiculous.
Like, I had every opportunity that the person who crashed into me, I know who they are. I could have literally asked them to tell on radio to shoot the cops.
Yeah.
And now, after this encounter, and I hate thinking this, and I'm probably not going to do it, but I feel like the only thing I got out of this was,
were you wearing?
If I got anything illegal, just kill the cops.
Were you wearing your mask?
I was wearing completely blacked out.
Did they come up and know who you were?
I think they.
Or did you tell them?
I think they knew who I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. You know, in those situations, it kind of feels like a whole like opening like
it's a big can of worms. Exactly. That's what makes it so rough. Like, I don't even know. I hate even talking about it because it's like, what are you supposed to say?
it kind of feels like, I don't know, they identified you, and then they were like, well, if we keep going, maybe we'll be able to see what's on him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I don't know.
So that's what it feels like, and it feels really yucky, and I'm not a fan of that at all. So, and then especially this fucking math thing on your MDT profile, I'm getting that shit taken off. I don't care who I have to go to, because that's not fucking fair to you.
Yeah,
and
that's crazy.
That's not okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just gross. It's gross, and I'm sorry that you're going through this.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. You don't deserve it, and it's fucked up, honestly. It's what it is.
The worst thing about it is, like, it's hard for me not to put myself in, like, other people's shoes and be like, oh, shit, that's why they're just, like, destroying cops and telling them to eat a dick. Because, listen, I'm going to be honest. I've been doing shit. There's things that I'm involved in. And, I kind of always imagined a bit of a cat and mouse. But now I'm afraid that if I even give a little morsel to a cop, they're probably, gonna do some cat and mouse. That someone's gonna go take that shit and I'm just gonna wake up one day and my house has been raided. And I'm now got like this warrant and I don't know what's happening until there's a trial date. So
yeah, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be giving any officers any sort of like leeway to do anything with you, because I feel like you're just gonna get taken. I know you're doing it out of pure intention. Like, I know you're doing it because you want to give them, the benefit of the doubt and do what you do. But at this point, I don't think in this economy it'd be worth it. I don't think that the way that the police officers is right now, it would be in your benefit. I think that you're just gonna get fucked from it.
Yeah. That's what happened today. Like, genuinely, I could have gotten thrown in a car, driven off. I genuinely could have said something, and they would have all been shot down. But in my mind, I'm like, look, no one's gonna, they're not gonna arrest me off this. Like, I know the car's stolen. It's gonna be medical. They're gonna talk to me first. But no, I was immediately thrown into handcuffs. And just... that's it. So the only thing I got out of that is, holy shit, if I even the remote possibility that I might go to jail, you got to shoot them. Otherwise, they're just going to fuck you.
Yeah. It's just, at this point, you just got to kind of lay low and just do your own thing and, not give them any sort of leeway. I wouldn't even give them a nipple, at this point.
Yeah.
It's just,
I'm just gonna shoot.
they're just
I'm gonna
gonna
say
fuck you.
yo, and then I'm gonna blast.
I can't. No, I can't tell you to do that. I can't. Don't do that. I can't say to do that. No, I can't tell you to do that. What are you talking about?
No,
I do work here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna get this taken down though. Okay. I'm gonna take a photo of it for my records. All right.
Okay.
For the future. And if I can't take it down, which I'm gonna call until I can, but if I can't, I highly recommend that you take it to court because I don't see how this is like legal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they took photos of you without your consent. What the hell? Who is taking photos of you?
Yeah, like why are you updating the? I don't know. It's. I'm gonna leave it at that. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make some calls. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. You be safe. Yep. Talk to you later.
Later. Yeah.
Be good. Bye bye.